Hey, what is up again everyone? This is Ron in the bag and with a brand new video here on my channel, Rock and Ron. So for today we're going to take a look at this awesome, vintage, very hard to find G.I. Joe USS Destroyer Battleship from 2003 by Funrise. Alright, awesome. So yeah, a quick story about this USS Destroyer Battleship. I bought this from Japan for only $60 plus shipping, and I got it shipped with the help of my fellow friend toy collector from Japan. Alright, awesome. Alright, so once again, I'm feeling very lucky that I have this ship because once again, this is vintage and very rare nowadays. And the thing is, I did my own research and I found some of the ship for sale on eBay, and they sell for hundreds of dollars, even with some few missing parts and pieces. And I even saw one in a very good working condition for $2,000, and it's quite expensive. Alright, so as you can see, this is not the true color of the ship, and I'm going to show you some of the pictures of the ship in mint condition. This is how it looks like. It's in navy gray color. And this is how it looks like in mint condition inside the box. Looks awesome. Alright, so the thing is, G.I. Joes are famous for their 1:18 scale mini vehicles and minifigures, but the thing is, this is not 1:18 scale. This is more likely like a 1:144 scale battleship. And later I'm going to show it to you with some of my size comparisons with my 1:144 scale real grades and high grade Gundam builds, as well as with my 1:144 scale mini diecast cars from Kyosho, Hot Wheels, and Matchbox. Alright, awesome. So yeah, on this video we're going to do a review, and I'm going to show you some of the modifications and some custom work that I did to restore the ship to make it look more awesome. Alright, so without further ado, let's take a closer look at the ship. Alright, that'll be awesome. Alright, so once again I'm back. So before I show you the features of this battleship, I'm going to tell you its dimensions. Alright, so for the length, it has a total length of 36 inches, 3 feet in total. It's pretty long. And for the height, it has a total height of 11 inches from the tip of the bridge to the bottom, and it has a width of 7 inches. And for the weight, it's pretty heavy. My rough estimate is like 5 to 6 kilos, and I think it could weigh more if it does have batteries installed in it. So by the way, speaking about the batteries, it requires 4 pieces of 1.5 volt UM2 LR14C type batteries. You know, the fat ones, and this is how it looks like. So there's that. So yeah, once again, the ship is supposed to have lights and sounds gimmick or features, and it should be able to move forwards and backwards on the pavement. It does have wheels underneath the hull of the ship, and it does have a steering mechanism at the back of the ship, and later I'm going to show it to you. Alright, so there's that. And once again, this is not how the ship looks like in mint condition. This is not the true color of the ship. The true color is in navy gray color scheme. So the thing is, once again, the reason why the ship is discolored this way was because due to old age, because once again this is released way back 2003, and it is exposed to the elements like heat, sunlight, oxidation or whatnot, and once again due to long storage. But the thing is, even though this is heavily discolored, I'm kinda liking it right now. It kinda grew on me. It kinda adds to the variety of this battleship. It kinda adds to the vintage feel to it, you know. Because the thing is, even though this is heavily discolored, the discoloration is evenly distributed all throughout the ship. So it makes it more unique. Because the thing is, if you did your own research of the ship, you will only see the ship in the navy gray color scheme. But there's no ship online that shows this specific color scheme in this state. Alright, so there's that. And also one thing was that I'm fascinated with the plastics used on this battleship. And I'm kind of having an opinion that plastics that were made way back earlier 90s to earlier 2000s were made to last. Because I think way back then, companies were not too concerned about environmental factors, you know, like making biodegradable plastics. So this plastic is made to last, and one proof of that was that it stood the test of time, because once again this was released way back 2003, and the structural integrity of the ship is still intact. No cracks, no damages. It does have micro scratches, but it is barely noticeable. So there's that. And actually I did some custom work on the ship to drill some holes in it, and I'm kinda have a hard time drilling holes in it because the plastic is too hard. It's pretty tough. It's unlike any other plastics that I used to work on before. Alright, so there's that. And the thing is, I was able to disassemble this ship already, and I was able to find out that the battery compartment is heavily corroded, as well as the electronics inside is heavily corroded, so it needs major replacement and restoration. But one restoration work that I did on the ship was that I was able to lubricate the gears inside and the mechanism to make it fully moving again on the pavement. So now it is fully rolling, which is awesome. Alright, and also one restoration work that I did was that I replaced all the screws with some stainless steel ones, so now I can fully disassemble this whenever I wanted to, just in case if I need to repaint this. But once again, I'm planning to keep it as is because I like the color scheme. It feels more unique in this color scheme right now. Alright, so there's that. So once again, as you can see, my hand is kinda too far with the ship because once again I cannot fit the ship on the frame because this is too big, so I may need to move my camera if I'm going to show you the features of the ship. So yeah, there's that. So once again, this is same in scale with my aircraft carrier. My aircraft carrier is like 31 inches and this is 36 inches, 5 inches longer than my aircraft carrier, and also this is heavier compared to my aircraft carrier because my aircraft carrier is like 3 to 4 kilos and this is like 5 to 6 kilos. So there's that. So yeah, once again, this now passes as one of my rare and one of my biggest toy in my collection right now. Biggest and heaviest and most rare in my toy collection. And once again, the rarity of the ship I think is kind of comparable to that of the G.I. Joe USS flag. And the length of the G.I. Joe USS flag is like 7.5 feet. So you will need 2.5 pieces of these in total length. And that's the length of the G.I. Joe USS flag, 7.5 feet. Because once again, this is only 3 feet. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and move the camera and go to show you the custom work that I did on the ship and some of the features, the opening gimmicks and whatnot. And after this, we're good to go. Alright, so once again I'm back and I was able to move my camera forward for me to be able to reach the ship easier and for me to be able to show you the additional features of the ship. So before we do that, I'm going to show you these minifigures included with this battleship playset. So this is how it looks like, closer look. Alright, so they're made of like a rubberized plastic material and they're pretty detailed and painted, as you can see right here. So the thing is, this battleship playset is supposed to include 12 pieces of these minifigures, but since this was released way back 2003, most of them is already missing. Alright, so once again, this is how it looks like. And the thing about this minifigures was that I believe this is 1:60 at scale in size. So once again, I do have this pilot figure from the real grade 1:144 Mark II Gundam, and if you put them side by side, they seem to be a good size comparison between a 1:60 at scale and a 1:144 pilot figure, which is awesome. Alright, so the thing is, right now as of the moment, I don't have a perfect grade or a 1:60 at scale Gundam model kit, but I do have a DX Mobile Suit in Action Gundam action figures, and these will serve as a pilot figure for those action figures, and I'm planning to review them in the future on my YouTube channel. Right, so there's that. Looks awesome. So for the other features of the ship, just like I said before, there's wheels at the bottom of the ship, so let's go ahead and check them out. Alright, so let me go ahead and lift this first, and once again, this is pretty heavy. And underneath the ship at the front, as you can see, there's this set of wheels, and as you can see, it's also rubberized for some traction. So these are the set of wheels that propels the ship forward and reverse. So these are the wheels that has the power connected to the motor. And as you can see, there's the switch that you can toggle to enable the ship to run motorized or fully rolling. And once again, I was able to do some restoration work on the ship to make those wheels fully rolling again, because before it was stuck because of the rust. And there's the battery compartment. As you can see, it's heavily rusted, and the rust or the corrosion kinda stained the plastic underneath, as you can see right there. I will clean that later, as well as the screws. The screws on the battery compartment I wasn't able to replace yet with some stainless steel ones, so I'm going to replace that as well. So as you can see, there's the on and off switch, and the switch is already missing because once again it is heavily corroded, needs replacement. And there's your speaker for the sound effects, and at the back there's this another set of wheels, and these are the wheels that steer the ship left and right. So this is connected to the steering wheel at the back, and also it is rubberized. Alright, awesome. So yep, let's go ahead and put the ship back. Once again, this is pretty heavy, just like so. And just like I said before, at the back there's this compartment that you can open. So you can open this compartment right here, just like so. and you will be able to see these two levers and one steering wheel. So this lever at the left controls the ship forward and reverse. It can go forward and reverse, and this lever at the right, it controls the radar to rotate clockwise and counterclockwise. I'm not quite sure what is the part of the ship is the radar. I think it's the front antenna of the ship. And there's this steering wheel. So this steering wheel works right now. Every time I turn this, the wheels at the bottom turns. And also there's this single switch that says ammo fire. I'm not quite sure what it does because once again this is not working anymore. So I do have a strong feeling that that button will enable this turret at the back to fire something. So it is this turret right here. Alright. And I think the ammunition for this turret is similar to the bullets that is used on the Nerf gun. You know, those bullets with lightweight foam-like materials from a Nerf gun. And I was able to say so because there's this compartment at the back, and you can store more ammos inside this compartment. So once again, a Nerf bullet can fit inside those. So I do have a feeling that this can fire some Nerf bullets, which is awesome. And as you can see on the turret at the back, I was able to do some custom work. I was able to install this nozzle for aesthetics to make it look more awesome, just like that. And as you can see, there's this two MLRS rocket pods, multiple launch rocket system. So by the way, this MLRS missile pods is from a third-party Lego weapon set, and this is how it looks like. And once again, I do have plenty sets of these, like 14 pieces of these, and I bought this from Shopee way back for 2 pieces for $1. But I think right now it's gotten expensive, like $1 each. And this is functional. You can fire one missile with a push of a button, just like this. Alright, so as you can see, one of the missile fired. So there's that. Looks awesome. And I was able to attach them by screwing one of the Lego bricks at the side of the turret. So I was able to drill some holes with some measurement to make it symmetrical, as you can see right there. And this is pretty tight and secured. I can remove them if I wanted to, just like so. It's pretty tight, same as on the side here. There's this Lego brick that is screwed in place, which is awesome. So actually, since I do have multiple sets of these MLRS rocket pods, I'm also planning to add another more, maybe on the top, just like that. But right now, I like to keep it as is, just like so. Alright, so there we have it. So by the way, this turret can rotate 300 degrees. It is limited, but it can rotate just like so, which is awesome. It can also tilt up and down. It's on a ratchet. Alright, so the thing is, this turret, since I like to imagine the ship to exist in the Gundam universe, I like to imagine this turret to be as powerful as the large mega particle cannon of the Big Zam. That'll be awesome. Like the Big Zam's main weapon, outfitted on a ship. That's awesome, just like that. Looks really cool. So now this is the bridge right here, and as you can see, there's this cannons at the side of the bridge, and this also can rotate just like so, and this one is stationary. And here's a top view of this bridge right here. It has all the cannons intact, no missing parts. Looks awesome. And also there's this 3 buttons right here, and I think those kinda enables the sound effects of the ship, kind of similar to my aircraft carrier, because my aircraft carrier does have 3 buttons and it does have 3 sound presets, and I have a strong feeling that's what it does. So there's that. And as you can see at the back, there's this small stairs, which is suitable for 1:144 scale mini pilot figure. So let me go ahead and grab my pilot figure here. So as you can see, the 1:144 pilot figure, it's in scale with those set of stairs at the back. So just don't mind this sticker because that's made for the 1:268 scale minifigures included with the ship. So that's just for aesthetics, but it's not in scale with the ship. It's just a sticker. I can remove that if I wanted to. Alright, so yeah. So again, that's the bridge, and those windows I painted them with some black paint. So before it doesn't have a paint, especially the mint ones. It's just bare plastic. And also there's another custom weapon that I installed, like this small missile pod. It's on a ratchet, which is awesome. Just like so, it can rotate. And also I installed this bicycle LED signal lights at the top, so this is functional and rechargeable just like that. So here's the view of the ship right here. Looks awesome. And also at the top I was able to install these bits and pieces just to make it look more awesome. So this is not the original part of the ship, because once again the radar dish at the top is kind of missing, so I replaced them with some other parts. So the thing is, the ship right here is kind of a work in progress. Every time I see a part that looks good on the ship, then I install them. And there's this another weapon on the front. It's like a 3-barreled cannon, similar to Battleship Yamato. Looks awesome. And this can rotate as well. It's limited, but it can rotate, and it's quite tight. It's not loose or whatnot. And this 3 barrels is made of rubberized plastic, which is flexible, so no need to worry about this breaking, just in case a fall or an accident. Looks awesome. So there's that. Alright, so once again, here's my 1:144 pallet figure, and it's in scale with this ship right here. So as you can see, the pallet figure is in level with the windows, just like that. And also on the bridge, if I put this pallet figure near the bridge, it is in level, just like that. Alright, so there we have it. So let's go ahead and check the other features. Alright, so for the other features of the ship, just like I said before, there's multiple compartments that you can open on the ship. So a total of 6. So there's this 4 compartments on one side, and you can open them just like so to rebuild the insides of the ship. It looks really cool. Looks nice, and later we're going to look at them one by one. Alright, looks really awesome. And also there's this 2 compartments on the bridge and the front of the ship. So let's go ahead and check them out. You can pull this out, and closer look, as you can see, there's this 2 stickers, and it says crew's quarters and mess hall. So those internals are made for the minifigures included with the ship, like those 1:260 scale mini crewmen. But I can also do some custom work inside this to make it fit 1:144 scale mini pallet figures from my real grades and high grade Gundam builds. That'll be awesome. Alright, and once again, the ship is 1:144 scale. I was able to prove it with my mini pallet figure. So right, so once again, there's this another compartment near the turret at the front. So the usual missing part of the ship is the cover for this compartment here, but no big deal for me because I was able to do something about it. I was able to cut this small piece of carbon fiber infused plastic as a cover for this compartment here, and it perfectly fits on this container here. And I'm planning to install some hinge on that as well, so that I can lift it up and down. But for now, it works. I like it. Looks awesome. Alright, so once again, I was able to use this material here to reinforce the ship. So once again, this is a carbon fiber infused plastic plate, and I do have plenty sets of these in varying thickness and sizes, and I can cut them on which size and shape that I want. And actually, I was able to use this carbon fiber infused plastic plates inside the hull of the ship. I was able to reinforce the hull inside the ship to make it more tougher. Alright, so once again, this is flexible yet tough. Looks awesome, and I got this from Japan. Alright, so there's that. So for now, it serves as a cover for the front compartment, and I was able to use that material as well to reinforce these covers right here on the side. So as you can see, those covers are reinforced as well with some carbon fiber infused plastic plates. Looks awesome. Alright, so as you can see, it's carbon fiber infused plastic plates. So that will be tough Because the thing is, once again, the usual missing parts of the ship, especially the ones on sale for sale online, is the covers for the side right here. If it's not missing, then it's broken. So good thing I still have them. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at these compartments one by one. So let's go ahead and pop a hood, pop this hood right here. So on this compartment, it says right there it's a reactor room. So it's like a mini nuclear reactor. Looks really awesome. And the thing is, that's supposed to light up, but once again, the electronics of the ship is not working anymore. But no big deal, because I do have this mini bicycle LED signal lights, and I can simply install them inside as a lighting for the ship. Right? Just like so. And that's awesome, just like that. Alright, so the thing is, most warships are powered by nuclear reactors. So there's that. But the thing is, don't let that distract you from the fact that Hector is going to be running 3 Honda Civics with spoon engines. And on top of that, he just went to Harry's and he ordered 3 T66 turbos with NOS and a Motec system exhaust. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop another hood. Alright, so let's pop this hood right here. So closer look, it seems another imaginary warship engine. It says right there, engine room. But the thing is, for me, it looks like 2 canisters of nitrous oxide. No, like 2 JZ engines, no shit. Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should. You know, I think the ship is lucky that those double shot of NOS didn't blow the welds on the intake. And then the guy asked me, was that me? I said, you never had me. You never had the ship. Alright, so for the third compartment, it seems to be like a supply room. Alright, so let's go ahead. So by the way, you can pull this out to reveal more detail. And as you can see, it says supply room. And it contains like container vans, jerry cans for some oil, ammunition, food supplies for the crew or whatnot. Looks awesome. But the thing is, I think this will decimate all after if you put about 15 grand in it, and one more if you have to overnight parts from Japan. Alright, so for the final compartment here, so once again, this is for the compartment for the Nerf gun bullets. Looks awesome. And it says missile storage room. Alright, so maybe some additional nitrous oxide cans. Looks awesome. Alright, so that wraps up the features of the ship. So once again, it's still intact, it's still in one piece. No damage or whatnot. And once again, I like to imagine the ship to exist in the Gundam universe now. That's really awesome. So by the way, on this compartments, I can easily put some mini vehicles in this. If I wanted to, I can do some custom work to maybe fit a small mobile suit inside, like a marine base mobile suit. All I gotta do is to remove this, and I can slid the mobile suit inside so that it can deploy sidewards. That will be cool. Alright, so there you have it. And I also like to imagine this once again as powerful as the Big Sam's large mega particle cannon. That'll be awesome. And I like to imagine this as well to be able to toggle between a propulsion system and a mega particle cannon. So because the thing is, this positioned at the back, so if this works like a propulsion system, so this will highly improve the maneuverability of the ship. So it will make the ship to steer really easier, or make the ship drift like the Tokyo Drift at the sea. Alright, so there you have it. Alright, so that wraps up the features for the ship. So let's go ahead and do the B-rolls for some size comparisons with my Gundam kits and some mini diecast vehicles, as well as with my aircraft carrier. We're going to do some size comparison with my aircraft carrier. And after this, we're good to go. Alright, so there you have it. The awesome G.I. Joe USS Destroyer. Really awesome. Alright, so once again I'm back and finally I'm done reviewing this awesome G.I. Joe USS Destroyer Battleship. And once again I'm feeling really lucky that I have the ship because once again this is vintage, very hard to find and very rare nowadays. So the thing is, if you want to buy one of these, I saw a couple of these battleships for sale on eBay for hundreds of dollars with few missing parts and pieces. And I even saw one in a very good working condition for $2,000, and that's crazy expensive. So there's that. And the thing is, I think most toy companies from G.I. Joe will not revive or reproduce this because once again the production cost, this is really big, 5 to 6 kilos in weight and 3 feet in length. So the thing is, if they will ever reproduce or revive this, that will be crazy expensive, and I think most people nowadays will not invest that kind of amount of money for a toy unless you're a really die-hard G.I. Joe fan. So there's that. And the thing is, even though this is heavily discolored, I really liked it because the thing is, it makes it more unique. It adds to the vintage feel of it. I mean, it kinda aged like fine wine. So the thing is, this color scheme even matches one of my high-grade Gundam model kit backlogs, which is the GOG, which is also a marine-based mobile suit. So let me go ahead and grab that box. So this is how it looks like. So once again, this is the GOG and it matches the color scheme of this battleship. So this battleship will be an awesome backdrop once I review this model kit on my channel. So let me go ahead and open this real quick. So this is how the plastic looks like on this model kit, and as you can see, it matches the color of the ship. Alright, so it has dark brown and light brown color to it, as you can see right here. So it matches the color of the battleship, which is awesome. So not just the GOG, I also have this high GOG from my model kit backlog. So let me go ahead and grab that box. Alright, so this is how it looks like. I do have the MSM high GOG and the GOG. So once again, this battleship will be an awesome backdrop once I review this model kit. So once again, this model kit is really long, 3 feet in length. So it's almost the length of this 3 high-grade boxes, including this Marosai from high-grade Universal Century. So as you can see, it's really long. So there's that. So yeah, so the thing is, once again, the ship is still a work in progress. I'm still adding bits and pieces to the ship. Once I see the part to suit the ship, then I install them. Like for example, this missile pods from a third-party Lego weapon set that I got from Shopee. So once again, way back, I bought this for only $2 for $1, but I think the price for this missile launchers has gone up. It's like $1 each now, or $2 per piece from Shopee. So once again, I got lucky that I was able to buy multiple sets of these. I got 14 pieces of these, and it comes in different colorways. So this is an example. It does come in gray and light brown and this dark green color. Once again, I do have multiple sets of these, and it has this instruction for you to be able to assemble it. So once again, these are easy to assemble like Legos, just like that's awesome. And aside from that, I also have this multiple guns, this miniguns, once again from a third-party Lego weapon set for Lego minifigures. I do have 20 pieces of these, and I can install this on the ship, so that will be more awesome. Alright, so once again, I was able to install LED bicycle signal lights. As you can see, it lights up, and I'm planning to add more of that lights on the opening compartments. Also, I'm planning to customize those compartments to fit a medium-sized mobile suits like the real grade Mark II Gundam or the Zigok, so that they can deploy sideways from the battleship to make this battleship to also like a mobile suit carrier / battleship. That would be awesome. So yeah, now once again, I'm really lucky that I have this ship, and once again, this is really rare, and the rarity of the ship is comparable to that of the G.I. Joe USS flag, and the chip is really expensive, like thousands of dollars, very hard to find online, and the length of the chip is like 7.5 feet, and this is only 3 feet, so you will need like 2.5 pieces of these to cover the length of that G.I. Joe USS flag. So there's that. Alright, so once again, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe and the like button. I will highly appreciate it. Thank you so much. So once again, this is Ron. Rock on, stay awesome, and have a good one.